Welcome, yogis. Welcome to your Vinyasa practice. My name is Sophia. For those of you that don't know me and may be joining us for the first time, I'll be guiding you through a Vinyasa sequence today. So for our practice, you'll need 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have a strap, just grab a belt or a tie. And if you don't have blocks, 2 books will also work perfectly. So we're going to start with our blocks today. I'd like you to set up your blocks on your mat in a kind of T position. So your top block will be on the highest height for your head to rest on, and the bottom block will be on the middle height for you to rest your spine on. So the bottom block is going to sit right between your shoulder blades, not up by your neck, not by your lower back, but rather in the thoracic spine, center of the spine. And you're going to start to work your way down and settle yourself onto your blocks. Really make sure that that bottom block is sitting in the right position. It may feel slightly uncomfortable to start, but the body will soften and gently ease its way into this shape. And once you find your shape, you can either bend the knees and just allow the knees to touch with the soles of the feet on the floor, or you can bring your feet into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Allow your arms to rest out to the sides with your palms facing up. So just take a moment to find your shape and to settle yourself in. And once you've settled yourself into your shape, close your eyes. And first and foremost, just take a few breaths to bring you to your mat today. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the heart to expand. And I would really like to honor the time and effort that it takes to get to your mat and to consciously choose to practice, especially now when we don't have an actual class to attend, where you have to be there at a certain time. So now we are relying on our own discipline to put our computers or our phones on and connect. So for now, just notice the quality of your breath, moving in and out through your nose without trying to change anything. Just allowing the natural flow of your breath to happen naturally. Let your body start to soften onto the blocks. Allow the head to be heavy. Allow yourself to be supported. And after a moment of watching your breath flow, I'd like you to expand on it. So really breathing in deeply through the nose, filling up your lungs. Really expanding the chest and the heart, feeling the block underneath you. And when you get to the top, hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale to let it all out and soften. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling deeply. Feel the heart and the chest lift. And exhale to release and let go. And take 2 more in your own time. Breathing in deeply, maybe pausing at the top of your inhale before you exhale it all out. And your breath is a really great reminder as to how your body is doing, how your body is receiving new information, new thoughts, new experiences. So be fiercely connected to your breath and use it as your anchor during your practice today. Right. So if you are in Baddha Konasana, use your hands to draw your knees together. You're going to place your forearms down onto the mat and peel your spine off of your blocks. You can take your blocks to the side for now and then bring yourself into a tabletop position facing the front of your mat. So coming onto all fours. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders, hips are above your knees, and we're going to start with some cat and cow. So I'd like you to keep your eyes closed and just stay in this space a little longer. So breathing in as your belly drops, allow your head to lift. And then exhale as you round your spine, pull your belly in. Inhale into your cow stretch, tailbone lifts, stretch the front of your neck. And exhale, round, pull belly in, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, arch into your lower back. Draw your heart forward. And exhale to round. Separate the shoulder blades, pushing the mat away from you. Let's take 2 more. Inhaling into your cow stretch. And exhaling into your cat. Last one, deep breath in. And exhale. Nice. Find your neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide. You're going to tuck your toes under and start to find your way into your first downward facing dog. And just take a moment to walk your dog out. Bend into the knees. Stretch into the heels, the toes. Take any movements that feel good. You can take a few twists. There's no right or wrong here. Really just moving your body in a way that feels good for you. And then come to find stillness in your down dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands shoulder distance apart. Lengthen through the spine. So finding a nice long line of energy from your hands to your tailbone and from your tailbone to your heels. Inhale, lift right up onto your tippy toes. Reach your tailbone up towards the sky. And then exhale, release your heels down. Take a full breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Bend into your knees and slowly start to walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Keep your feet about hip distance apart and coming to a ragdoll. So grabbing a hold of opposite elbows, allow your head to hang between your arms. Then you're going to gently sway from side to side. If you feel you need a bit of stillness, feel free to just find center and allow the top of your head to drop down towards the earth. Feel the brain drop to the top of the skull. Good, and then coming back to center, release your hands down, fingertips on the ground. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Full inhale, offer your heart forward. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and start to draw your fists up towards the ceiling, lengthening into the arms. Create space in the neck area, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Straightening into your legs as much as you can. If your hamstrings are really tight, keep a slight bend in both knees. Then we're going to bend into the right knee quite deeply and twist towards the left. So drawing the arms towards the right.
Taking your gaze up towards the ceiling, just feeling that stretch in the left leg. And then coming to center, bend into the left knee and twist to the right. Again, taking your gaze up, full inhale. And exhale, coming to center. Release your hands to your lower back and let them slide down the back of your legs, bringing your hands all the way down to the mat. Keep your knees soft as you slowly start to roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time, until you come to standing in Tadasana. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back, and allow them to settle. Inhale, arms reach all the way up, full breath in, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, touch the earth. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Find a flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your prayer to your heart. Hands down by your sides, inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Take your seat back, bend into your knees, and then inhale to reach your arms all the way up. Chair pose, Utkatasana, full breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Right leg steps back into your lunge, keeping your back knee off the ground. We're going to find an easy twisting lunge. Right hand grounds, left arm reaches up high. Take a full inhale, keep lifting through the top right thigh and dropping that left hip. One more breath, deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach your top arm all the way overhead. And exhale, release it down to the mat. Step your left leg back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin. Keep your elbows tucked in. Inhale into your baby cobra. Hover your hands off the ground. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Right leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Bring your knee to your chest, hover forward and plank, round the back. Create space so you can step that right foot forward, setting up for warrior one. Arms reach up, palms face each other. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lunge a little deeper into your front knee. One more full breath. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back into your plank pose. Nice. We're going to take a chaturanga all the way down to your mat. Point your toes back. Inhale, lift low cobra. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Good. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk, step, or float it forward, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hands by your sides, sweep your aura, take your arms all the way up. And exhale, find Utkatasana chair pose. Deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift. Left leg steps back, lunge. So settle into your lunge and then ground your left hand down. Right arm reaches up high. Easy twisting lunge. Stacking the shoulders. Dropping into that right hip a little. Lifting into the left upper thigh. Full breath in. And exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches all the way overhead. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale,
downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Bring your knee to your chest, hover forward and plank. Let's set up warrior one. Inhale the arms all the way up. So really moving mindfully rather than rushing through your practice. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more full breath in. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, plank pose. Take a nice full inhale. And as you breathe out, take your chaturanga all the way to the floor. Point your toes, inhale, cobra. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Find your Jai breath. Deep inhales in and out through the nose. Good. Coming up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk, step, or float it forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And exhale, bring your prayer to your heart. Just close your eyes for a moment. Ground into your feet. Build your pose from the ground up. And take this opportunity to set an intention for your practice. Drawing to mind one word that you need to guide you. One word. Love, compassion, strength. Whatever it is that you are going through, allow this word to guide you through your practice and off the mat into your daily life. Once you have your word, breathe it into your heart space as you reach your arms up. And exhale, side out as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, offer your heart. Ground your hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up high, three-legged dog. Knee to your chest, hover forward and plank. And step that right foot forward, setting up for a low lunge. So lower the back knee down. Inhale, the arms up high. Exhale, interlace your hands. And you're going to bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are out nice and wide. And let your head rest into your hands as you reach your head back and your heart lifts up towards the ceiling. So keep widening into those elbows, breathing deeply into your heart space. Holding here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands down to the mat, straighten into your front leg. Walk your toes forward and then draw the toes up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale to fold forward over your extended leg. Breathing space into the back of the leg. Finding your breath. So again, using your breath as an indicator as to how far or where your edge is. If you've gone past your edge, you'll notice that your breath is staggered and not fluid. So maybe back off a little bit until you find a fluidity in your breath. But still feeling the sensation in the back of the leg. Last breath here, deep inhale and exhale. Bend into your front knee, ground your hands down, tuck your back toes under, and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. If you are ready for a full chaturanga, take it now. Otherwise, you've always got the option to lower your knees. Inhale into your upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Knee to your chest, hover. Step it forward, low lunge, lowering the back knee down. Inhale, the arms up high. Once again, interlace your fingers and bring your hands behind your head. Let the elbows be nice and wide. Allow your head to rest into your palms. Lift through the sternum, through the heart space. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten into your front leg, coming into your runner's lunge. Walk your toes forward and then draw them up. Deep breath in. And exhale, bow. Breathing deeply. Lengthening through your spine. Try and take the rounding out of your shoulders. Reach your heart towards your toes. Feeling the stretch in the back of the leg and the calf. Again, you've always got the option to place blocks underneath your hands if you need to bring the ground closer to you. So if you find this really challenging, just grab your blocks or books and place them under your hands. Last breath here. Deep inhale and exhale. Bend into your front knee. Ground your hands down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Full breath in. And full breath out. Bring your big toes to touch, so feet together. You're going to inhale to plank. We're going to roll over onto your left side first, coming into a side plank. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. So keep lifting through the hips, keep lifting out of that left shoulder instead of dumping into it. Lift up out of it, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand down, plank pose, full breath in. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Big toes touch. We're taking it to the other side. So inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, roll over to your right side. Left arm reaches up high. Try and ground as much as you can into that right foot. Lift your hips up, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your left hand down. Find your plank pose. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Find your breath. One more deep inhale and full exhale. Bringing your big toes to touch once again. Inhale to plank. Roll over onto the left side plank. Right arm reaches up high. This time hover that right foot above for 3. Keep grounding through that left foot. 2. And 1, you're going to step your right foot behind your left. Lift your hips and open your heart, coming into your wild thing. One more breath, deep inhale and exhale. Release your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Let's take that to the other side. Big toes touch. Reach your sit bones up, full breath in, full breath out. Inhale to plank. And let's take it over to the right. Left arm reaches up high. This time, left leg hovers above the right for 3, 2, and 1. Then step that left foot behind the right, coming into your wild thing. Open up into your heart, 1 full breath. And exhale, release the left hand down, step it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to find your breath. Broaden into your upper back, drawing your shoulder blades away from your spine, wrapping your arms. Take a full breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up behind you. This time, roll the hips open, bend into the knee, and draw your heel towards your sit bone. We're going to take your wild thing from here. So stepping that right leg back behind you. Lift your hips, open your heart, and then bring your right hand to your heart center. Full breath in. And exhale, release your hand down to the mat. Take it back. 3-legged dog. Knee to your chest, hover forward and plank. And let's step it forward, setting up for warrior 2. Circle the arms open. Find your posture and just settle into it. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Draw your right arm up towards the sky, bend into the elbow, and use your left hand to draw that left elbow further back. You can start to walk your fingertips down the center of your spine. And then reach the left arm out to the side and bring it back behind you. And you can either grab a hold of your top, or if you can, grab a hold of your fingers. Bend deeply into the front knee. Press the back of your head into your forearm. Holding for 3, 2. Last breath. Beautiful. Slowly release. Find warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Top arm reaches all the way overhead, finding a nice long line of energy from the fingertips all the way to the back foot. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you, 3-legged dog. Roll the hips open, bend into the knee, stretch it out. From here, take your wild thing, stepping your left leg back behind you. Rotate your hips open. Open up into your heart, and then bring your left hand to your heart center. 1 full breath here. Beautiful. Release your hands down. 3-legged dog. Knee to chest, hover forward and plank. And then step it forward, set up for warrior 2. Circle the arms. Good. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend a little more in your front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, take it back, warrior two. You're going to straighten into your left arm, bend into the elbow. Use your right hand to guide it back. And then start to swing that right arm back behind you to find your left hand or your top, whatever is available. Remember, you also have your straps, so you can use your straps too. Find your posture. Breathe into it. Breathe into the sensations. Breathe into the stretch. Last two. Last one. Full breath in. And exhale. Release your hands. Find warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand down, right arm reaches up high. Bend deeply into that left knee, finding that long line. Rotate your chest open. One more breath, full inhale. And exhale. Good. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep Ujjayi breaths in and out through your nose. Just finding your breath. Breathing into all the spaces in your body that feel tight, that feel restricted, that feel blocked. Let's take two more. Full inhale. Full exhale. Last one. Inhale, right leg reaches up high. Once again, open the hips, bend the knee. Take your wild thing. Step it back, open the hips, open the heart. Full breath in. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Three-legged dog. Knee to chest, hover. Step it forward, warrior two. Nice. Finding your archer arms once again. Right arm reaches up high. Bend into the elbow. Guide that elbow back with your left hand. And then swing the left arm out to the side. Grab a hold of your top or your fingertips. We're going to take an extended side angle here. So keep bending into that right knee and lean over to the right. Holding for 3, 2, roll that left shoulder back. Last one. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Release the arms, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your top arm up towards the ceiling. And you're going to take a bind from here. So bringing that left hand back behind you. From here, so this is where you can use your strap. We're going to come into a full bind. If you cannot reach for your hands, you can grab a strap in that left hand. So I'm going to do it with a strap so that you can see what I'm doing. If you are new to this, so you will grab the strap in your left hand. And then you're going to guide that right shoulder down the front of your thigh. Bring your right arm underneath your thigh and grab a hold of your strap, or if you can grab a hold of your hand. So find your full bind here. Lean your torso back against an imaginary wall. One more breath. I know this is burning. Good. Now have a look up at that right foot. We're going to start to walk that left foot to the top of your mat. You may need to take a few steps forward, but stay in your bind. Make sure your hands are on the right side of your hips. Okay, once you get to the top, I want you to come up onto your right toes. So make sure all the weight is in your left foot. Ground into that left foot. And then slowly start to roll it up. bringing that right leg with you. Allow that hip to open. Once you get to the top, if this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, start to extend through the right leg and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and come down the same way. Once you get to the bottom, release your bind. Release your hands down and just take a gentle forward fold. Releasing into your breath. Releasing into the muscles that we're working in that pose. Nice. From here, I want you to turn your toes out to the side so that they're pointing towards the long edge of the mat, heels in. And come into your Malasana squat. So again, this is where your blocks will come in handy. If you struggle to get into this pose, you can place a block underneath your seat and come into your Malasana squat. Or if your heels don't touch the ground, you can place blocks underneath your heels. Okay. Just find your yogic squat. Bring your hands to your heart. Use your elbows to draw your thighs apart. And then close your eyes. Again, just deeply acknowledge this time on your mat. Every moment is precious. Honor whatever unfolds as you make time for yourself today. Last full breath. Beautiful. Release your hands down to the mat. Straighten into your legs, coming into your forward fold. Just walk your feet back together. Let's take a vinyasa. So I'll give you a variation. If you'd like to hop back to chaturanga, you can do that. Otherwise, step back to plank and move through your flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, either jump back or step back to plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg reaches back behind you, 3-legged dog. Roll the hip open, bend into the knee. Step it back behind you, wild thing. Open the heart. One more breath, deep inhale. And exhale, release it down, 3-legged dog. Knee to chest, hover forward and plank. Draw your shoulders over your wrists and then step forward, warrior 2. Beautiful. So let's find your archer arms. Left arm reaches up, bend into the elbow. Use your right hand to guide it back. Again, you can use your strap here if you need to. And then swing that right arm out to the side. Bring it back behind you. Find your fingers or your strap. And then lean the back of your head onto the forearm. We're going to take your extended side angle from here. So leaning over to the left. Bend deeply into that left knee. Open the heart space. Roll that right shoulder back for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back. Release your arms, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Top arm reaches up towards the sky. We're going to take your bind here. So if you need your strap, grab it now and place it in your right hand. And you're going to bring that right hand behind you towards your left hip. Start to slide that left shoulder down the front of the left thigh and reach it back behind you to grab a hold of your right hand. Lean your torso back, open up into that right shoulder. One more breath. Beautiful. Take your gaze down to your left foot. And we're going to step that right foot forward, setting up for your bird of paradise. So ground into your right foot. Take this slowly. Come up onto your left toes. And then slowly start to rise. straightening into the spine. Open that left knee out to the side and maybe extend through that left leg. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming down the same way. Release your bind, forward fold. Deep inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. All right, let's set up for your Malasana squat once again. Toes out, heels in. Bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes. Feel into your body. Feel into your breath flow, into your heartbeat. Just celebrating exactly where you are. We go through so many different phases in life, especially what we're going through now. And it's really easy to get frustrated with what is happening. But just keep coming back to all the goodness, all the love, all the brightness in your life. And just keep feeding off of that. Last full breath, deep inhale. And exhale. Release your hands down. Forward fold. Let's heel toe your feet back together. Big toes touch heels slightly apart. Bend your knees, take your seat back. Inhale, chair pose. Just holding it here. I want you to ground down into your left foot. And you're going to lift your right leg towards your chest. We're going to take it all the way back into Warrior 3, reaching your arms back behind you at the same time. So flex into that right foot so the toes are pointing down. Level into the hips. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's take a slow dive down to the ground. Bringing your hands down to the mat, reaching the right leg up. Standing splits. Allow the head to draw down towards your toes, heart towards your thigh. You can place your left hand behind your left heel and draw your chest a little closer towards your thigh. One more breath here. Deep inhale and exhale. We're going to move into a half moon balance from here. So ground into that left hand. You can also place a block underneath the left hand. Open your body out to the right and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Revolve your chest open. Flex into that right foot. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand down. Step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, take your seat back. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Let's take this to the other side. So grounding into your right foot. Start to bring that left knee in towards your chest. And then slowly transition into your Warrior 3 balance, reaching the arms back behind you. Embrace the wobbles. Take it all in. Flex into that left foot. Hold it here. Bring your hands to your heart. And once again, take a slow dive down to the ground. Hands down to the mat, standing splits. Invite your chest to meet your thigh. Grab the back of your right heel with your right hand and draw yourself closer. Lift that left leg a little higher. One more breath. Beautiful. Half moon balance. Right hand grounds down. Start to roll the body open to the left.
And then reach your left arm up towards the sky. Good. Extend through both legs. Flex into that left foot. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's move through our final vinyasa flow. You can jump back to chaturanga or step it back to plank and move through your flow. Inhaling into a cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Bring your knees down to the mat. Find your tabletop position, so coming onto all fours. And we're going to take a puppy pose. I'd like you to use your blocks here. So take your blocks or your books, bring them out in front of you. Your knees are about hip distance apart. Keep your hips above your knees. You're just going to rest your hands down onto your blocks and bring your forehead towards the earth. Heart reaching down. If this is too intense on the chest, feel free to remove your blocks and just rest the hands down on the mat. And you can also then bring your chin down, get a bit of a stretch into the front of the neck. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Last 2. Gently bring yourself back up. Walk your hands back. Take your knees out wide. Big toes touch and take your seat back to your heels, coming into your child's pose. So drawing your heart down towards the mat. Allow your chin or your forehead to rest on the earth. And just start to soften your body. Soften into your breath. Soften into your thoughts. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Last one, full inhale. Full exhale. Gently bring yourself back up onto all fours. Nice. And then just take yourself back into your downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward, coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, sweep your aura, take it all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Good. Let's step it back, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up high, 3-legged dog. Let's step it forward, setting up for high lunge. Inhale, the arms reach up high. Straighten into the back leg. And then bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, open into cactus arms, squeezing the shoulders. Exhale, bring your hands back. Inhale, 2. And exhale. Inhale, 3. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, 4. And exhale. Easy twisting lunge. Left hand down, right arm reaches up high. Full breath in. And exhale. Release your hands down, lower the back knee down. And we're going to take a quad stretch here. I want you to draw your hips forward. You're going to bend into that back knee and swing the right arm all the way up and back. If you can't reach your foot, you can always grab a hold of your strap and place the strap around the ankle. And then
hold on to your strap. We're here for about 10 breaths. So again, you can also place a block underneath that left hand to bring you a little higher. If you're quite flexible and you're in for a good stretch, you can lower your forearm down. Open the chest out and breathe deeply. You can even roll onto the knife edge of your right foot, allowing that knee to open out to the side. Good. 5 more breaths. In these last 5 breaths, see if you can bring that leg a little closer towards you. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release that left leg down. Good. Coming back, stay on the back knee, your hands on the inside of your right foot. And we're going to set up for your lizard pose. So you can keep your hands, or you can stay on your hands, or you can bring your blocks onto your mat and lower your forearms down onto your blocks. If you don't need your blocks, you can bring your forearms all the way down. So find a variation that'll work for you. Keep your back knee down on the ground. And just take a few deep breaths here. Last 2. Last 1. Good. And release. Hands down onto the mat. Tuck your back toes under. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's take it to the other side. Left leg reaches up high. Let's set up high lunge. Step it to the front of the mat. Make sure you're not standing on a straight line. Arms reach all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Open up into your cactus. Bring your hands back. And cactus, open up. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. And exhale. Good. Easy twisting lunge. Right hand reaches down. Left arm reaches high. 1 full breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Hands to the mat. Lower the back knee down. We're going to take your quad stretch from here. So again, taking a variation that works for you. If you need a block underneath the hand just to raise yourself up a little more, you can do that. Bend into your back knee and grab a hold of your back foot. You've got the option to use a strap around the foot. And you've also got the option to come all the way down onto your right forearm. Taking 10 deep breaths here. Roll your chest open. Roll onto the knife edge of your left foot. Holding for 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Slowly release. Good. Hands come down on the inside of your left foot. Keep your back knee down, and we'll set up for your lizard pose on the side. So either staying on your hands or coming down onto your blocks or onto the mat with your forearms. And just find your breath. Close your eyes, feel into it. Holding for 3, 2, last breath. Beautiful. Slowly release. Bring your hands down, tuck your back toes under, and push back into your downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk or hop it forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, take your seat back. Inhale, chair. Good. And let's start to lower it down, taking your seat a little lower and a little lower. And keep going until your seat comes all the way down. Nice. Find your boat pose, Navasana. Lengthen into the spine. You can grab the back of your thighs if you need to. Otherwise, extend your arms out. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming halfway down. Hover for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice. Bend into your knees. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Just roll it out. Nice. And place the right foot down onto your mat. You're going to cross your left ankle across your right thigh and then thread your hands around the right shin or your thigh and draw your legs in towards your chest. Keep flexing into both feet and stretch into that left hip, feeling into all the sensations. Last 2 breaths. Release your right foot down to the ground. Take your arms into cactus. So elbows are bent, fingers are pointing upwards. And then slowly allow the legs to fall over to the right so that the left foot grounds down and the left knee points up towards the ceiling. It's a very gentle twist. If you are looking for something a little deeper, then take your eagle twist, just wrapping the left leg on top of the right. Find a variation that works for you. Just softening into your heart space, softening into your shoulders, softening into your breath. Nice. Inhale, bring it back to center. Release your left foot down on the ground and let's take it to the other side. So right ankle across your left thigh and come into your needle thread on the other side, flexing into both feet, drawing your knee towards your chest. Soften your shoulders. Last full breath. Slowly release that left foot down on the ground. Take your arms into cactus and let the legs fall all the way over to the left. Soften into the hips. Soften into your breath. Allow it all to just be. Releasing any resistance. Last 2 breaths. All right, inhale, bring it back to center. Release that right foot down, hug your knees in towards your chest. And then take a final happy baby. So grabbing the outside of the feet, drawing the knees down towards the mat. Soften into the back of the head. Soften your shoulders. Open up into the hips. Take 2 deep breaths here. Nice, and bend into the knees. Give yourself one final squeeze, bringing your forehead up towards your knees. And then slowly release. And start to extend your legs out, setting yourself up for your final resting pose. And I really want you to spread your body wide, take up as much space as you need to. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Extend your arms out to the sides, palms facing up in a receiving gesture. Let your shoulders soften. And close your eyes. And allow yourself to rest deeply for these next 2 or 3 minutes. Slowly start to begin to journey back to your body, back to your yoga mat. Beginning to deepen your senses, taking in the sounds around you, temperature of the air on your skin. Inviting some movement back to your fingers, to your toes, rubbing your thumbs against each finger. And then slowly reach your arms all the way overhead and give yourself a good long body stretch. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes. Take a nice full breath in and exhale it out. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then roll over onto your left side. And just take a moment to integrate, just allowing the energy from your practice to soak into your cells. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself to seated, facing the front with your eyes closed. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Take a nice deep inhale breath. And exhale it out. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Until we meet on the mat again, the love, light, and understanding in me bow in honors to the love, light, and willingness in you. Namaste.